America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
Welcome to episode 83 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name's Joe Parisi. I'm your host. If this is your first time, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for downloading this episode and giving it a shot. It's very simple, the way we play this game. I'm going to give you 3 fast-paced rounds of pop culture trivia. There's going to be 7 questions in each of the 3 rounds with just 5 seconds between questions to think of the answers. At the end of each round, after question number 7, we'll go right back over everything you were just asked and tell you all the answers. The categories for today's episode will be 80's television for round number 1, 90's music for round number 2, and sports movie characters for round number 3. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, 80's television. Question 1. Name the actress who played Christine Sullivan on Night Court. Question 2. Artist Bob Ross was the host of an instructional painting show that ran from 1983 to 1994, where he would paint landscapes and explain what he was doing along the way. What was the name of this show? Question 3. Bonnie Franklin played Anne Romano. Valerie Bertinelli played Barbara Cooper. Pat Harrington Jr. played Dwayne Schneider. And Mackenzie Phillips played Julie Cooper. Name the show. Question 4. Name the actor who played Webster on the sitcom Webster. Question 5. What is the name of the dad character on Alf? Question 6. One of these shows did not debut in the 80s. Which was it? Seinfeld, Step by Step, Baywatch, The Simpsons. Which one did not debut in the 80s? Seinfeld, Step by Step, Baywatch, or The Simpsons? And question 7. In what year did the show Punky Brewster debut? And there we go. That's the end of round number 1. Let's go back and check those answers. Question 1 was about Night Court. Name the actress who played Christine Sullivan on Night Court. That is Marky Post. Question 2. Artist Bob Ross was the host of an instructional painting show that ran from 1983 to 1994, where he would paint landscapes and explain what he was doing along the way. What was the name of this show? The Joy of Painting. That show aired for over a decade. Over 400 episodes were produced. So obviously, you got to wonder, what happened to all those paintings? Well, the New York Times did a little investigation a few years ago, and they found that the majority of them are just being stored at the Virginia headquarters of Bob Ross Incorporated. A handful of them were donated to the Smithsonian, but the rest of them, they're just sitting at this Bob Ross Inc. headquarters for the foreseeable future so they can be preserved. They have no intent on selling them. Question 3. Bonnie Franklin played Anne Romano. Valerie Bertinelli played Barbara Cooper. Pat Harrington Jr. played Dwayne Schneider. And Mackenzie Phillips played Julie Cooper. Name the show. One Day at a Time. That ran for 9 seasons, starting way back in 1975. Question 4, name the actor who played Webster on the sitcom Webster. Emmanuel Lewis. Question 5, what is the name of the dad character on Alf? Willie Tanner. Willie is enough. I'll give you the point. That was played by the late Max Wright. Question 6, one of these shows did not debut in the 80s. Which was it? Seinfeld, Step by Step, Baywatch, The Simpsons. The answer is Step by Step, which debuted in 1991. The other shows listed all debuted in 1989. Final question, number 7. In what year did the show Punky Brewster debut? The answer is 1984. For the first 2 seasons, Punky Brewster aired nationally. It was on NBC. They canceled it after season 2, but it was then immediately picked up for a first-run syndication deal, meaning the show was being produced, they were making new episodes, but it wasn't on a network. So there was, a company that was out there selling it town by town, station by station, wherever they could get it to air. So the last 2 episodes were through first-run syndication. I'll tell you what, that documentary on Hulu called Kid 90 that Soleil Moon Frye, Punky Brewster, put together, it's fantastic. If you like the 90s nostalgia stuff, check out Kid 90. Just finished it, really, really enjoyed it.
Round 2.
Okay, round 2 is all about 90s music. Question number 1. No, we're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. Name the artist behind the 1990 hit, Crazy. Question 2. Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Name the artist behind 1994's You Gotta Be. Question 3. I just want to be close to you and do all the things you want me to. Name the artist behind the 1990 number 1 hit single, Close to You. Question 4. Smells Like Teen Spirit is the song often credited as the song that sent grunge into the mainstream. In what year was Smells Like Teen Spirit released? Question 5. A beautiful slow song from 1997. The single How Do I Live spent a record-setting 69 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. But there were 2 different versions of this song released in 1997 by 2 different artists. Name one of the artists. Question 6. Rhythm is a dancer. It's a soul's companion. You can feel it everywhere. Name the group behind the 1992 dance hit Rhythm is a Dancer. And question number 7. They gave us one of the most successful debut albums of all time, producing 3 number 1 hit singles. Those singles were All That She Wants, The Sign, and Don't Turn Around. The album would become one of the best-selling albums of 1994. Name the group. That's going to wrap up our 90s music round on episode 83. Let's check your answers. Here we go. Question 1. Now we're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. Name the artist behind the 1990 hit Crazy. The answer is Seal. Crazy was promoted as Seal's debut single. It made it all the way up to number 7 on the U.S. Hot 100 charts, but it was a number 1 hit in 6 other countries. Question 2. Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds, try and keep your head up to the sky. You know the song. Now name the artist behind 1994's You Gotta Be. That is Desiree. Had a weird spelling, D-E-S''REE, Desiree. That was one of the songs they used on my school's 8th grade graduation video. They put together like a cool little slideshow that went to 3 or 4 different songs. And I'll never forget that was one of the songs that they used because it was so big at that time. Question 3. I just want to be close to you and do all the things you want me to. Name the artist behind the 1990 number 1 hit single, Close to You. That is Maxi Priest. Question number 4. Smells Like Teen Spirit is often credited as the song that sent grunge into the mainstream. I think that's more than fair to say. In what year was Smells Like Teen Spirit released? The answer is 1991. It was released to radio stations across the country that summer in August of 1991, and then the Nevermind album hit stores the next month in September of 1991. Question number 5. A beautiful slow song from 1997. The single How Do I Live spent a record-setting 69 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. But there were 2 different versions of the song released in 1997 by 2 different artists. Name one of them. Okay, so we have 2 possible answers here. LeAnn Rimes or Trisha Yearwood. Both versions of the song performed great. LeAnn's performed a bit better. That was the more mainstream pop version. That's the one that stayed on the charts for so long. But Trisha Yearwood's version ended up being in the movie Con Air, and it was one of the top country singles of 1997. However, Trisha Yearwood's record company feared that sales of that single were going to take away from sales of her whole album, so they only made 300,000 copies of the single available for sale. Once those were sold out, that was it. You had to buy the whole album. So as a result, her version of the song fell out of the charts. Question number 6. Rhythm is a dancer. It's a soul's companion. You can feel it everywhere. Name the group behind the 1992 dance hit, Rhythm is a Dancer. The answer is Snap. S-N-A-P, exclamation point. And question number 7. They gave us one of the most successful debut albums of all time, which produced 3 number 1 hit singles. Those singles were All That She Wants, The Sign, and Don't Turn Around. The album will become one of the best-selling albums of 1994. Name the group. That is Ace of Base.
Round 3.
Okay, round number 3 is all about characters from sports movies. I'm going to tell you the name of one or more characters, and you tell me what movie it was from. So, for example, if I said Benny the Jet Rodriguez, you would say The Sandlot. Got it? Here we go. Question number 1. Chaz Michael Michaels. What movie? Question 2. Billy Hoyle. What movie? Question 3. Crash Davis. What movie? Question 4. Norman Dale. What movie? Question 5. Morris Buttermaker. What movie? Question 6. Shane Falco. What movie? And question 7. Ogie Oglethorpe. What movie? And that wraps up our 3rd and final round. Let's see how well you knew these sports movie characters. Question 1, Chaz Michaels. The answer is Blades of Glory. That was Will Ferrell's character in the movie. Question 2, Billy Hoyle. That is from White Men Can't Jump. That was Woody Harrelson's character. Question 3, Crash Davis. The answer is Bull Durham. That was Kevin Costner's character. Lawrence Crash Davis was actually a real person who played minor league baseball for a time for the real Durham Bulls. Question 4, Norman Dale. That is from Hoosiers. That's the character played by Gene Hackman. Question 5, Morris Buttermaker. The Bad News Bears. That was Walter Matthau's character. Question 6, Shane Falco. The answer is The Replacements. That was played by Keanu Reeves. And question 7, Ogie Oglethorpe. That is from the movie Slapshot. The character, Ogie Oglethorpe, was played by a guy named Ned Dowd. Ned's sister, Nancy, is the person who wrote the movie Slapshot, and the movie is based in part on Ned's experiences playing minor league hockey. So there you go, a little bonus piece of trivia for you. My name is Joe Parisi. This has been episode 83 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you follow the show on Facebook. I'm on Instagram at Joe Parisi VO, and you can always reach me through the website, joeparisivoiceover.com. Hey, take care of yourselves, guys. I'm going to go make up some more questions, and we'll get together again and do this real soon. Thank you so much.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.